Our next guest is an Emmy Award-winning hairstylist, and she's worked with the tresses of everyone from Glenn Close to the First Lady Michelle Obama.
Ooh, and today she's here to talk about her fabulous career in hair and all the hot new style gadgets we'll need for the new season.
All right.
Lavette Slater, welcome to the show.
Thank
Make us look
you.
beautiful.
All
right, so let's get the party started.
Yes, you have a lot of products.
Yes,
right
yes,
here,
Before we do that, let's
Okay.
talk about your career.
Okay.
My goodness, Glenn Close, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton. Clearly, you're at the top of your carear. How did you get into the business?
Well, I hate to admit it, but it's who you know.
It is. Okay, so who did you know?
It's, well, it's somebody, a friend of a friend, and I end up going for an audition for The View, and 12 years later, here I am.
Wow.
And you were key supervisor on The View. What was that experience like for you?
You know what? It was so much fun. We saw everybody come through. I couldn't imagine that I would actually have an Emmy for doing hair. Wow. Can you imagine?
Where do you keep the Emmy?
Oh, they're right in front of my TV.
Oh,
okay.
Perfect place.
Well, since you've worked with so many people, what's one thing that people always get wrong with their hair? Like the wrong cut, wrong color, what?
That's
Blow dry too long. I hear their hair starts to break off because they too intense heat.
You know what? They're using the curling iron. Yeah, too much heat. Using the curling iron. They're not using heat protectors. So, yeah, that's the problem.
Okay.
So then I gotta go in and trim it up, and they're like, don't cut my hair,
Yeah.
Right, well, now you have some things that can help us with our hair maintenance, right? And these are some of the hottest hair gadgets on the market. So let's get started. What do you want to
Okay, well, first I want to start off with Milano Hair came out with this triple threat.
This is the triple threat?
Yeah, that's the triple threat. It's great because it comes with 3 different irons. It's one iron. You don't have. I'm sorry.
So you can just detach this part.
Right, and you detach the top, and it has 3 different sizes. So instead of having 3 irons, 3 different cords, 3 different sets of buttons, you have 1 iron, and then you could change the barrel.
That makes perfect sense.
So it's a waiver. So you have 3 different sizes.
Different sizes.
Okay.
It's important.
That makes perfect sense.
Okay.
What's the point in having 3 different curling irons if you don't need it?
Exactly. You don't want 3 different cords, 3 different sets of buttons. You don't want all of that.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then you have Cortesio came up with this really great line. It's a limited edition, and they have these like psychedelic colors. It's a flat iron, and it has tourmaline gemstone plates, which means that it's really light on your hair when you're going to flat iron.
Really?
Gotta love it.
For women of color, we need to be careful about heat in particular, right? Because our hair can break very easily.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so...
But it's great because of the color. I mean,
I know, it's fun.
It's limited edition. I mean...
It matches my dress.
It's like sometimes you want to have like fun stuff at home, you know?
Somebody
sees your flat iron and you're like, cool.
Very chic. What's the price point on this one?
Oh, that's $99.
Oh, that's a good holiday gift.
Yeah.
And you're staying stylish at the same time.
You sure are. Okay, so what's next?
And now you have hot rollers. These are great. They're heated styling shells.
Those don't look like any rollers I've ever seen before. How do they work?
The great thing about this is by Top Styler. The great thing about this, you don't really have a roller.
Okay.
Usually you have hot rollers, you gotta roll your hair, then you gotta put the clips on it.
Right.
This doesn't have a roller. See, what happens is the actual shells get hot. So what you do is you take your hand, you wrap your hair around around your finger, and you take the clip and you just
hold.
Wow.
You can
Looks a lot faster too.
Right. So you don't have the roller and then have the clip.
And you don't have that roller bump. Oh,
right.
Pink
and you
foam
can
rollers.
Oh my goodness.
Horrible.
And my thing is, you could do it either bigger or smaller. So
they have different sizes in here?
Yeah.
And this is travel case too, so you can just take this wherever you're going on vacation.
Take it vacation, anything.
I like that.
Great.
So the next thing, oh my goodness, this is my favorite.
Oh, Lola was eyeing that before the show here.
So great. So like this is the Mercedes of hair dryers.
Yes.
Wow.
Touch screen blow dryer. Touch screen, like your cell phone.
So you just
touch. Exactly.
And
you press this little button on the back. Touch
cool.
Screen blow dryer.
Wow, is it on?
And it comes with a heat protector. You know we need this.
Yes.
Oh, so that's what you were talking about with heat protection for your hair.
Yeah.
So this won't allow your hair to get too hot?
Exactly. Well, that's the diffuser. Like if you wanted a curly hairstyle, and instead of having all the heat coming onto your hair, you use a diffuser and it diffuses the heat.
So, wow.
So you keep a hairstyle in place without blowing all over the place.
But this is pretty pricey.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
$300. Okay, tell us why this is worth it. $300.
Well, if you want to be in style, just like a new phone, you have what's new in style.
But that's a pair of shoes.
Yeah, I probably would get the shoes.
You would get the shoes?
I probably would get the shoes.
Okay. But if you have some disposable income, this is the way to go.
Right.
Okay. And you're supposed to use these bottles with this. Is that how it works?
Yes, definitely a heat protector.
Okay.
On
And you spray that in your hair?
Yeah, spray it in your hair first. You treat your hair first, and then you blow dry it.
Got it.
Okay. This looks like.
Then,
oh, you want to go here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go there.
Temporary hair truck by Hot Hues. This is really for the kids. It's really great. Like, say if you have kids, you want to have a party, and instead of putting like permanent hair color, this is like it's just hair chalk. So you use leave-in conditioner.
Open these up.
Yeah, you open it up.
Oh, is this the stuff Demi Lovato uses and all the celebs?
I don't think so. They were use.
I heard they use
not
this
hair
stuff.
chalk. No,
Oh, okay.
Probably like a.
Maybe like clip-ins.
Yeah,
they
probably
use
like a
colored
clip-in.
clip-ins.
Oh,
okay.
But this is great because you use leave-in conditioner and you can just clamp it down. And the good thing about it is you have to spray hairspray to set it.
Okay.
So that's what keeps it in place.
And it comes in all these different colors.
I bet you this is going to be big for Halloween.
Yeah, and it's
true.
great for the kids. But it could get all over the place, so you need the hairspray.
Okay.
So the next thing is the Nano Titanium Hot Air Brush.
What is that?
What's great about this is
that looks like a weapon.
Right.
What's great about it is like instead of having a blow dryer and a brush, you have everything in one.
Okay.
And what's great about it has ionic heat.
Ionic heat. What is the
means,
difference between ionic heat and other heats?
It absorbs the moisture in your hair. Instead of having heat like pinpointing onto the hair, you have ionic heat, which absorbs the heat.
It extracts the heat. Okay, got you. Okay.
Right. So it's less damage on the hair.
Less damage.
So this I love because it's by Conair. It's a little mini it's a mini deep waver. You can just put this, has this cute little pouch. You can take it with you, put it in your bag.
Still, let's see so everyone can see how this works. You actually put your hair in between the little riffles there?
Yeah, and you just clamp it.
And that'll give your hair waves?
Yeah, I can bring this to work with me. I can bring this to work.
But what will it do? It gives your hair waves?
Yeah. Oh, this is a deep waver.
Oh.
It's a deep waver. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. Are we supposed to test it on a celebrity?
Oh.
On our resident celebrity? We're going to test it on Eka.
Now, what does this one do?
Now, this is the Curl Secret.
Curl Secret.
This is the Curl Secret. You have to love this by Infinity Pro. Now, this is great. Now, this looks like a contraption, but this actually curls your hair for you. You don't do the curling. This does the curling for you. Okay. So you actually put the hair through here.
Okay.
This has to be pointing actually this way.
Okay.
And you take a piece of hair.
Hope it doesn't hurt
and you clamp down.
Oh, wow.
Just like that. It curls your hair for you.
Oh.
And then when you take it out, I don't know if it's hot yet. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's hot yet, but...
Ooh. Whoa! Hold that curl up. Let's see that.
It curls the hair for you. Wow. So you see, I didn't do any work.
I love that. Ooh,
and so
do another one.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you don't have the time to sit and do this, then you can do that instead.
Exactly. And this has to be pointing toward your face.
Okay, let's get a close-up and see if we can see this hair.
Look at that.
So you put the hair in,
and it just sucks it in. Yeah.
Hold it for a couple minutes.
Now, when you take it out, hold up that piece so we can see it.
Ooh. Look at that. Yeah.
Wow, Eka, you've got to take that home.
Yes.
How much is this?
Should be doing that in the office now.
Oh, this is 99.
90. That's it?
Yes, $99.
That's a great deal.
Now, do you think it would take more time to do your curls that way or this way?
This way, because you just this sucks your hair in and you're good to go. What do you think? You're the expert, not me.
I mean, I like them both. But this seems quicker, but that seems quick too because I can take big sections.
Okay.
Very good advice.
So both work.
Yeah.
So what's the biggest piece of advice we should know about taking care of our hair? You know, because I know people make mistakes all the time.
Leave-in conditioners and have a hair regimen.
Okay.
Have a hair regimen. Use one product at a time. Don't use like a conditioner from over here and then a product. You know, you want to use the same conditioner. So
I'm like whatever I have handy.
So you know that it's working. You want to know that it's working.
Okay.
You know, so.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Leave-in conditioner. You need all the protection. You need all the protection in the world
because it keeps your hair
moist. We're out there
in
the streets. We're suffering from weather and all this other thing. So the hair goes through that. It goes through hot, cold, everything.
Great advice, great products. And Lola, which one are you taking home?
I don't know. I just don't know where to begin.
Well, we'll think about it.
All of them. I want them all.
This would be great for you. I think this would be great.
All right. Well, there it is.
On that note, you're watching Arise Entertainment 360.